Thanks. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at the Heat. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot.
And right now for Miami, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, yeah, Greg, I mean, they had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's House in at the 3. And for the Heat, at the 2 and the 3, it's Butler and Winslow. Myers Leonard is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. Looking at teams with new coaches, Chris, how long do you think it usually takes a new system to get the kinks out and work properly?
Yeah, hopefully you have veteran players because they can adapt the system a little bit quicker. Younger players, they might not, know the lingo. They might not know necessarily where to be. So you have to practice. And with practice time not being as a premium like it used to be, it's a little tougher. So it takes a while. You want to make sure you kind of look at the season, 82 games. You look at it in 4 20-game stretches, and you hope by that second 20-game stretch, you're into finding your rhythm as a team, and the team's starting to hone in on those little details.
Good perspective.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Westbrook, no good. Here's Miami now, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Winslow's shot is off.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
The shot by House is no good. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To the wing on the left. Here's Nunn. Back to Winslow for the 3. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play. So we'll see Russell Westbrook go to the line here. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
One shot.
And that one misses. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now? I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Winslow, the pass to Adebayo. No good there. Good work defensively by Capella. The 3 from Harden. Second shot opportunity. And Capella with a nice bucket inside.
A workhorse on the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
A moment here to see the stats for Butler. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Here's Nunn. Shot clock at 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Russell Westbrook.
Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, but it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division, but only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
First one falls for him. And Chris, last year being the 4th seed in the postseason was trouble for the Rockets.
Yeah, it was, especially, Kevin, when you have to face the Warriors in the second round. They got bounced out in Game 6 despite the Warriors losing Durant. The slow start in the regular season, I think, played a big factor.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Knocks it loose. Lob pass to Capella. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Nunn. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Capella sends it back.
And you can't throw up weak stuff around Capella. He takes pride in sending shots back.
The shot by House is no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
The Rockets trail. Harden surveying the D. Got a hand on it. Here's Nunn. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Leonard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Rockets trail by 4. Now Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game again. Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way! And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Here's Nunn. Ball's knocked loose. Westbrook with the steal. Here is House. He's guarded by Adebayo. Harden's shot is good.
This is what great size in the backcourt gives you, the ability to equally challenge the defense on all 3 levels. Harden is incredible.
Now here's Butler. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. James Harden is second. 4th, Russell Westbrook.
And with all the steals these two came away with, they probably put a thought in the back of every opponent's head, and it wasn't a very good thought.
Leonard, the pass to Butler. Over Harden. And it's Butler missing.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
It's Harden with the drive. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Really like seeing Harden take it strong inside. So crafty in how he finishes near the bucket.
Here's Nunn. Pass to Winslow. For 3. Drains the three-pointer. Winslow's got 7 points in the game.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, Greg. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Now here's Westbrook. With the fadeaway. And again, the Rockets good for two.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Pass to Nunn. Here's the floater. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Westbrook kicks to Harden. It's stolen by Adebayo. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Butler with the ball. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Getting out on the break. Butler completes the transition play.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 1. Launches a 3. They get it again. Capella, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Capella's got his 2nd basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Nunn passes to Winslow. Butler deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. There's Winslow, and another basket for Miami.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 6. Puts one up from 19. Capella controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I mean, and really, major props to Capella for reading shot angles so well. His timing on these putback slams couldn't be any better.
And the Heat call time here.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Clint Capella, great showing for him last season. 2nd in field goal percentage, 5th in rebounding, and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you pointed out his ranking as the 2nd best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become #1 this time around. Winslow's shot is off.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
A nice shot by Rivers. Now it's a 3-point Houston lead.
This is a hard shot, but when Rivers puts the right touch on it, man, it looks effortless.
That's tipped. Here's Hero. Defended by Gordon. Hero no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Capella dishes to Cephalosha. Back to Capella. Rivers surveying the D. That one a little long. The Heat trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Rockets, Chandler comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Ben McLemore in for P.J. Tucker. There's the pass to Hero. Shot clock at 6. Outside Dragic launches it. That shot misses. The Rockets go the other way with it. Up top, McLemore. Covered by Winslow. Passes to Gordon. Back to McLemore. It's deflected. They retain possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Heat trail by 3. Hero passes to Silva. Pass to Dragic. From downtown, it's hauled in by Gordon. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Sefolosha. Gordon trying to break loose. Sefolosha's shot is good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And here's Dragic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. That one off the back iron and out. And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Rivers. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Dragic. And that's a foul. It's called on Thabo Sefolosha. That's his first foul. And so here is Miami. 7-point differential. To the inside, Silva. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that. And I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Sefolosha misses. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to the Nets in Brooklyn. Here's Hero. Winslow kicks to Dragic. Over Sefolosha. Rockets with the rebound. Chandler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rivers against Winslow. Rivers dishes to Gordon. From deep. Doesn't go that time. And the Heat going the other way now. Here's Hero. And the layup's good off the glass.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Olynyk against Rivers. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Rivers.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Dragic against Sefolosha. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Heat shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And that one falls for Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Gordon with it. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Rockets ahead, up 2. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I always said it's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Cephalosha is out there with McLemore. And it's Chandler in at the 5, roaming the paint. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A.
Yeah, it's no doubt that Houston now is championship or bust. We've seen it. I mean, they've dished out huge contracts going full win mode now. I mean, they're putting it all on the line with this team.
4-on-3 break. Here's Hero. Got a piece of it. They get it back and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Butler, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And a change for the Rockets. Russell Westbrook in for Rivers. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And the Rockets desperate for a return to the NBA Finals.
Oh, the team has had their chances. They just need to make the most of them. I mean, front office, they're doing what they can help to make the most of Harden's prime. I mean, you have to admire their willingness to go for it now.
The Heat trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 9 points.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
And it's Dragic off the drive. It's rebounded by Houston.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
And McLemore kicks to Westbrook. It's good from about 19 feet. Westbrook's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. And then for Houston, Daniel House comes in for Cephalosha. And James Harden has subbed in for Ben McLemore. Here's Dragic. He's got 5. Now Butler. The pass to Adebayo. 6 to shoot. Can they get it? Rebound by House. Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
They just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had an advantage on offense.
Now here's Dragic after Eric Gordon's miss. Dragic, and it's blocked by Gordon. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. 4-3, Westbrook, offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And the Heat call time here. But Chris, as we know, the season began a year ago for Eric Gordon with some poor shooting numbers. Then, halfway through, he blossomed.
Yeah, Kevin, and as you know, he kept focusing all year. He just kept shooting it. And he got better and better and better. His confidence wasn't shaken by it. He still took a ton of threes, and then down the stretch, they started dropping. And you know what he did when that started happening? Drive into the hole because the defense had to respect his shot.
So both teams making some changes here. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Out to the wing. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Stolen by Tucker.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
House, the pass to Harden. Here is House. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Shoots over Dragic, and that one's good. House has got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Dragic kicks to Adebayo. Just 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the run. Basket counts.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
So here's Westbrook. The Heat getting the bucket. Capella inside. He's guarded by Adebayo. And it's Capella missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now here's Dragic. 5 points in the game. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is Miami. It's Harden with the drive. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Well, a lot of players can get hot, but nobody can match Harden when he gets locked in. The way he can create space and drill shots from deep, really impossible to guard.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
He throw good, James Harden. And with Harden, he not only gets hot for a game, but stays hot, Greg, for longer periods of time.
And you saw that last year with a streak of 30 and 40-point games. For weeks, he can dominate and really frustrate defenses, and there isn't anything you can do about it.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. A 3-pointer off the mark.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Westbrook against Dragic. It's stolen by Capella, and it's the Rockets on the break. And Harden with the basket on the assist by House. House has got 3 assists in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Now here's Dragic. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally. But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat, trailing by 19. Here's Nunn, guarded by Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Miami again turning it over. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 11. Rockets with some nice D.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Passes it to Nunn. Stolen by Harden. 5-on-3 break. Here's Tucker. No good on the triple. The Heat trailed by 19. Butler on the wing. They need this one. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. From deep, Harden. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Dragic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Leonard. Here's Nunn. Stolen by Tucker. House the pass to Capella. 2 points. That one goes.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Nunn. James Harden picking up that last basket. Here's Butler. And no good that time. Westbrook with the nice D there. Houston leading by 19 points. Pass to House. Beyond the arc. That shot is off. And Miami the other way now. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one,
Let's talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle? I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but he's a beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something like that.
Here's Westbrook. After the made shot from Goran Dragic. Shoots over Dragic. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 13 points.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Dragic kicks to Butler. Over House. And it's Butler missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
This one for 3. The shot by House is no good. The Heat trail by 17. Inside. And Butler gets it to go.
Oh, you got to admire Butler's toughness. I mean, he's always ready to take on the defense and score on them.
For 3, Westbrook. Rebound by the Heat. Nunn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Butler passes to Nunn. Good ball movement here by Miami. Over Harden. Nunn, that's good. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
Well, you know, the ball movement was lacking. And, Greg, you know, things got stagnant. That's why their offense looked so off.
And here are the Heat now, following Russell Westbrook's 3. Nunn passes to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Tipped away. Now here's Tucker. He's guarded by Dragic. Shoots, and it's Houston with another.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, and that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Houston, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, right now, they're winning the battle above the rim. I'm talking about all their offensive rebounding, just a ton of second chance opportunities. They just wanted it more. And obviously, those extra possessions were converted into points. Points that helped them build this huge lead.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, you live by the three and you die by the three. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Heat, at the 2 and the 3, it's Butler and Winslow. Bam Adebayo is out there with Myers Leonard, and it's Nunn in at the point guard. For Houston, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Chris, you were a tremendous passer, one of my favorites. Are there more playmaking bigs in the NBA now than back in the day?
That's a good question. I don't know if there are more, but I tell you what, there are some exciting ones. And if you guys don't believe me, just turn on the TV and go watch the Nuggets play. There's a man called the Joker, Jokic. Oh, my goodness, can he pass that ball? He and Horford right now, oh, man, 2 of my favorite passes in the game.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. To the middle, here's Tucker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, PJ gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
And the first one at the line is good.
Quick fact for you guys. P.J. Tucker is the #1 sneakerhead in the NBA, and it's not even close. The man owns hundreds and hundreds of kicks. In the 2018 playoffs, P.J. wore 22 different pairs of shoes in 17 games.
Both free throws good from Tucker.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, he's a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing a title to cement his legacy.
Here's none. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Clint Capella. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Houston leading by 20. Outside Westbrook, and the foul called on Myers Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's the Rockets now. And here is Capella. Basket good. Capella's got 8 points.
Only so much you could do against Capella. He's capable of keeping his balance through contact.
Nunn passes to Winslow. And Butler, here we go. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Here's Harden. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Now here's Winslow. He's got 9. Nunn can't get it to fall. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside, House. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
And now a look at James Harden. Last season, he played outstanding. First in scoring, second in steals, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. And stolen by Butler. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Count that one. He's got 11.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Right here.
Outside Westbrook. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, that makes them 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
Now, here's Adebayo. Here's Nunn. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
House kicks to Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. The Rockets with the new 14. Capella with the bucket.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Here's Nunn. He's covered by Westbrook. Nunn passes to Silva. Clock at 6. Floats one up, and the layup good by Winslow. Winslow's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Westbrook kicks to House. He's looking for Tucker and finds him. Good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Nunn. He has 5. Outside Butler. A floater. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Nunn. Butler on the wing. The pass to Winslow. Over House. And too long on the shot.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Here's Westbrook. Tries again. And Capella with the layup.
Timeout.
Capella's got 12 in the game.
It comes as no surprise that Capella makes that kind of tough finish. He's got a lot of strength and a lot of determination.
Now a timeout called by Miami. A lot of player ejections in the playoffs last year. In fact, the highest in 3 decades. Seems like tensions, Chris, with the officials are still escalating.
Well, yeah, the relationship between the players and the referees, it's always an ongoing process, and it's definitely getting better. But last year we had the highest number of new referees in the history of the NBA. And so you're going to have growing pains when you have younger guys and understanding the culture of the league. But I like the way that we're going, and some of those rejections were warranted. Some of them weren't. I just look at that year as, that just happened. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to hold players and referees accountable to last season. I think we need a little bit more context before we make a decision on player ejections and flagrants and things like that. Just a little more research.
So for the Rockets, Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Cephalosha comes in for Danuel House. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Hero passes to Butler. Shot's good by Hero. Hero's got his second bucket tonight.
And this is the level of unselfishness that Butler brings. A total pro who moves the ball well.
Westbrook missing again. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Hero passes to Butler. Silva. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Westbrook with it. 23 points in the game. And here's Cephalosha for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Cephalosha's got 5 points so far.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Butler kicks to Winslow. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
An even 3-on-3 break. And the layup falls. 6 points for him.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Westbrook passes to Cephalosha. Back to Westbrook. And it's good, 2 points. Westbrook's got 25 points.
I like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot
quickly.
Hero passes to Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Tyson Chandler. And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Butler.
I mean, an obsessive personality type Jimmy Butler. Back in Marquette, he'd stop a fast break drill when he caught a pass with one hand instead of 2 and say, do it over. That perfectionism, it still drives him today.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. McLemore's checked in for Capella, and it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And Jimmy Butler, a creature of habit, isn't he, Chris?
Oh, yeah, Kevin. He eats the same meals for breakfast and lunch. He watches the same movies over and over, the same thing every day. It's brought him to this point, right? So why stop now? He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Passes it to McLemore. Down low. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist from McLemore. McLemore's got 3 assists tonight. The Heat have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Here's Hero. He's guarded by Rivers. That one doesn't go. Chandler with the defensive effort.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Look, it's always awesome to see Gordon take it to the rim, adding more wrinkles to his offensive game. Sick.
Here's Hero. He kicks it to Winslow. Butler against Gordon. Butler, no good. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for him. Now Gordon, 6 to shoot. Back to Rivers from the arc. Rebound by Olynyk. Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. But they'll get another chance. And that one, good. He's got 8.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now here's McLemore. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Some solid defense from Butler.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without fouling. That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
And so it's Houston with it. The Heat getting the bucket. Now here's McLemore outside. Bangs home the trifecta. McLemore's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Heat shooting 43% from the floor. Kicks it to Winslow. Gordon against Butler. Pass to Olynyk. Now here's Winslow. Defense right on him. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only 1 in the first.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Heat. Dragic comes in for Jimmy Butler. Rivers against Dragic. Pass to McLemore. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And last year, a bit of a pivot for Justice Winslow in terms of his game. Found one of the better ways he could contribute to the team is through his developing playmaking skills.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And for Winslow, he filled in at the point when Dragic was injured last season.
And Winslow looked really comfortable in that playmaking role. We know he struggled with his shooting, but when he can contribute with his passing, it adds another layer to his game.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here's Rivers. He's got 8. Gordon goes in. Rebound by the Heat. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. And the Rockets with possession here. Houston in total control. And the pass to McLemore. The Rockets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The first one falls.
The former Jayhawk McLemore, a gifted scorer who can really light it up in a hurry.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Second free throw, no good. The Heat shooting 48% from the field as a team in this third quarter. Here's Hero. The shot's good. Hero's got 4 this quarter.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Now here's Gordon. The dish now to Cephalosha. And it's Miami with the rebound. Leonard's got 7 rebounds in the game. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Daniel House is checked in for the Rockets. James Harden comes in for Ben McLemore. .30 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes it to Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Houston. To the middle. Here's House. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. House has got 10 points in the game. Here's Dragic. From deep three-point range.
Well, that's fantastic when Rivers makes an impact, just like right there. I mean, you love when he hustles and works hard on D.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so in the game for the Rockets, Clark is out there with Ryan Anderson. Then it's Harden. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 down low.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Waiters passes to Dragic. No good from outside.
His effort level is there. You can't blame him on that. He's working to get good shots. It's just not connected.
Pass to Harden. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on the contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract. And those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time. But the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Waiters passes to Robinson. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Again, Dragic missing.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
Rivers, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level 6th man for the rest of his career.
Now here's Harden. Here's Hartenstein. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got assist number 7 for him tonight. For Miami, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. They need this. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
And for the Heat, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Waiters against Harden. Shots good by Waiters.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Harden against Waiters. Clark dishes to Harden. And there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That is his first foul of the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. And here is Waiters. Lets it go from 14. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Well, I love what Austin Rivers did last year after he bounced around between the Wizards and Rockets. I mean, he came in and he was focused. He was traded by Washington to the Suns and then bought out and ended up in a great situation in Houston.
And that one misses. And for Rivers, after being let loose by Phoenix, still productive and very motivated when he joined the Rockets.
Rivers said that even though he understood the buyout, he hated the idea of being released. I mean, it reinvigorated his game, and he had one of the best seasons to date.
Good on the second free throw.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, with the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope.
And getting better pro-level training, too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing by the league.
So it's Miami now, following the three by Houston that went in. Nunn passes to Waiters. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. 4 on the clock. Here's Waiters, and the rejection by Harden.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Fires it up. The rebound by Johnson.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Here's Okpala. Sinks that one from the post. Okpala's got his first 2 points of the night. Rockets on offense. They're on an 18-6 run. Robinson against Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Now here's Waiters. He kicks to Johnson. Pass to Nunn. Johnson outside. Over to the left wing. Waiters against Harden. Dion Waiters, and that's good. Waiters got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Waiters. Here's Nunn. Now the pass to Okpala. To the inside. They get the rebound. Passes to Waiters. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's Okpala. And it's off the back rim. No good. Rockets have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Here's Nunn. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all three of these leagues I'm in on.
Now here's Johnson following the miss by Austin Rivers. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Cephalosha from deep. And the three ball is good.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Rivers against Waiters. And Waiters over to help. Now here's McLemore outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. Johnson, the pass to Okpala. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, 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 get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. C-Web, excellent.
One shot.
Houston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Rivers with it. Pass to Cephalosha. Back to Rivers. 5 to shoot. Now here's McLemore outside. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Waiters outside. They get it back. Anderson with the block.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Out left to the wing. Here's McLemore. No good off the front iron.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense, it's not been there for him tonight.
Here's Okpala, covered by Cephalosha. Waiters no luck. Houston in total control. Rivers finds Anderson. They could use a bucket. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Dion Waiters.
Well, the D knows Anderson is always looking to get his shot off, which is why he's able to draw these type of fouls with the pump fake.
He's off on the first. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and Chris, music. Do you think it's always been
Kevin.
this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but Wow. I'm telling you, they've taken fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I'm going to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game today. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my
They'll
God.
love it.
This
You
would
better
be
believe
great.
it.
Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
Got it despite fading back a bit.
Wow. That's money in the bank. Such a smooth release.
And Waiters kicks to Johnson. Heat moving the ball around. Waiters no luck.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for James Harden.
His vision and his ball movement impressed me the most. A tremendous night for him passing the basketball.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful. He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And there's the pass to Hartenstein. Now Cephalosha. The fader. Anderson's shot is off. Now here's Waiters. So we see Houston taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of confidence and really had a lot of flow offensively.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. We did a great job of actually just guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Yeah, great team performance all around, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.